Hey everyone, it is the Divine Miss Ash and I am coming to you with a quick and dirty reading. And this week I am featuring the Earthside Divine Tarot, which is starting its Kickstarter campaign on Friday, May 1st. There's a link down below. Even if it's not May 1st yet, you can go ahead and sign up for updates so you know when it launches. And if it's after May 1st, it's already there. Jump in, you can get the fancy deck with the silver glinting, or you can get the standard deck. I have rewards anywhere from $1 to $1,000. Oh yeah, we're gonna make this thing happen. So that's what we're looking at. So Earthside Divine Tarot, Kickstarter, please, please, please help me. Please help me get this in the hands. We of course are using the fuckery of fortunes. Yes, I just said that word. If you don't like it, this isn't your reading. And then we will use the unspoken messages of truth and love to bring forward a message from the universe. And if we need any clarification, I will use either the Oracle of the Warrior Spirit or the Oracle of the Divine Sireness. All the links are below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, let's go reverse. Let's start with fire this week. We're gonna start with fire. So, what do my fires need to know? Right now, what do they need to know? What do they need to do, rather? Oh man, I am not good at shuffling today. Let's try this again. Because the universe is going, slow down. Slow down. What are we really asking for? Fire signs, what are we really asking for? All right. What do fire signs need to do at this time? This one. And this one. All right. So we get you embrace your shitty past and heal your inner child, and you admit you fucked up. Whew, I'm feeling a third. You stop saying yes to every damn thing you're asked to do. There it is. All right, my fire signs. Here's the thing. Because of something that happened in the past, you are wounded. And so you have given and given and given and given and not upheld very tight boundaries because you believe that by doing something for someone that it makes you more lovable. Well, you fucked up, right? Either you got burned or you depleted yourself, and now you're having to look at yourself and your past and realizing that you have some healing to do. So don't run away from it, fire signs. You have to admit that, you know, it's that whole shame, hurt me once, shame on you, hurt me twice, shame on me. That's kind of the energy here. And I also am feeling like for my fire signs that there's definitely this message also of like, how many times do you have to do the same thing before you like get it into your head that you're going after the wrong things or the wrong people because you're trying to fill a void. You're trying to fix something from your past that isn't fixable through other people. It's fixable through you. It's through your mindsets and of really looking at yourself a bit more deeply. So let's get some info here for you. Okay. So we had Fall, Knight of Wands and Ace of Cups, and Page of Wands. So this first card, this is the Knight of Wands. Drive, motivation, wanderlust, fast, self-sufficient, thrill seeker. So this energy is about wanting to move. It's about wanting this pain to go away quickly. And it's not so much that you don't want to admit that you fucked up, but it's like, I just want this to be over. This lesson needs to be over. I get it. I did wrong. I keep saying yes, even though I know inside of me I shouldn't. Can't we just move on from this? Well, Spirit is saying the only way you can truly move on is to take that leap of faith towards yourself. This is the Ace of Cups. Be self-love, appreciation, optimism, new relationship, joy, sincerity, and self-care. You have to realize that the greatest abandonment is abandoning yourself to try to hold on to another. So fire signs, this is really saying you have to stop giving yourself away and expecting to get in return what is missing. What is missing is your own ability to uphold boundaries and to stop looking outside of yourself for the answers. Everything that you need is right here inside of you. It's right here in your little coffee cup. And if you want some extra symbolism here, guys, go look up the spiritual meaning of cosmos flowers. This energy is about filling your own cup and no longer expecting others to do it. So they want you to leap. They want you to run. They want you to be motivated to take care of yourself. The Page of Wands, this energy is about being youthful and excited and finding that life isn't just, you live and then you die, right? You weren't born to die, you were born to live. And you have a unique path to follow. And so one of the things here that Spirit wants to offer is the way you need your cup filled, it's your unique blueprint on how that works, on how you can do it. And just how other people do it might not work for you. And so it's this energy almost of like, the people around you have always showed you like, oh, well, if you give yourself some time and maybe if you take a bath and you read a book and all of that, well, that might not work for you. And that's why you're looking other places to get that fulfillment, because the traditional tips and tricks aren't for you. You need to tap into your passions and your motivations. And that is one of the greatest ways to connect to yourself, is to celebrate your uniqueness and to do those things that bring you high vibes. That doesn't mean you're avoiding healing these childhood wounds, but these things that you've loved since childhood are a key to getting in there. And that's where you really start kind of embracing the path to you and not the path via everybody else. All right, so let's get a message from the universe for my fire signs. What does the universe want you to know about this? All right, this one fell. It wasn't the same for me. Okay, it's that message I just said. Like the universe is saying, it's not the same for you. Self-care, self-love, fire signs, it's not the same as it is for everybody else. Fire is wands, right? We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This is passion. This is movement. That whole like, let's get quiet and meditate thing, it's not gonna work for you. It might work for other signs, but not for you. You need to be using your hands. You need to be moving your feet. Not so much moving your mouth, okay? But there needs to be an action here. It's not just lay on the couch and relax. It's do something that lights you up. It's not the same for you as it is for everybody else. All right, so let me go ahead and jump into my water signs. So what do water signs need to do at this time? What do they need to do now? All right, you stop hanging out with self-centered douchebags. We got that one for air signs last week. So this is for water. You get calm and stop running around like a damn headless chicken. And apparently today we're doing 3. You put your faith to good use and believe in something positive for once. So for my water signs, there's definitely like this empathic drain that's taking place. I think we talked about it a couple readings ago, where you are giving and giving and giving to people who aren't giving back. You are depleting yourself. And that's why it feels like you're headless and just running around. Like you aren't finding calm. And something else that Spirit is bringing up is it's like there is a certain type of energy that we can give that depletes us in a good way. It means like we've expended all of our creative energy, we've expended all of our love energy, and now we can go to bed like with all of that stuff we needed to accomplish done and out of our minds so we can start again tomorrow. But for water signs right now, this is really feeling like we're giving in an expectation to receive, and therefore we are leaving ourselves completely depleted of even those things we need to hold on to for ourselves. And now we are panicked because where are we going to get our energy supply for tomorrow? If you put your faith to good use and believe in something positive, this is kind of what Spirit is saying is like, maybe there's some water signs out there that have definitely been feeling like, well, it doesn't matter. No matter how much I give, it will never be enough. No matter how much I try, I will never get there. And there's just kind of this negative energy of like, no matter how much self-care, there's still more to do. No matter how much I heal, there's still more to do. And it just feels like this endless road, like this endless drain of energy. And so the messages here are really saying like, look, stop hanging out with those people who expect you to give and give and give and don't care that it's depleting you. And get calm. Stop running around. Stop searching for things. Get your mind calm. Get your body still. and start believing that cutting those people off, getting to peace inside of yourself is going to help you feel more positive and more energetic and more aligned. So let's get some more details here. This is the Earthside Divine Tarot. Goes to Kickstarter on Friday. All right, we have the Hierophant. We have the Six of Wands. Ooh, that one wants, these two want to come. All right. So we have the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. So the first thing is tradition, okay? I just definitely feel like for water signs, this is like an ancestral thing. Like my family taught me that taking is selfish. And this is something we need to talk about, okay? Putting your needs above other people's wants is not selfish. It's necessary. I like to think of needs as soul and survival and wants as ego. And so it's saying there are literally people out there that go, if I put my soul above their ego, they're going to think I'm an asshole. Well, if they think that, that's because they're an asshole. Your soul, your survival is much more important than their ego. Now, if you're putting your ego above their survival, their soul, sure, we can talk about a little bit of selfishness. But remember about this depleting energy. If you've got nothing to give, how are you still giving? I can't ask for $10 if you have one. This is saying that somebody taught you that you have to give, that you are only loved if you are giving, you are only a good person if you are giving. This old traditional values and morals needs to be broken. Just because your parents believed it, just because that's what you were taught, that's just because you think it, doesn't mean that it's true. You can change your thoughts and you can realign to your true morals. You know inside of you that this doesn't feel right, or else you'd be recharged every day and you're not. You're drained, which tells you there is not an equal input-output taking place. Then we have the Six of Wands. This card is about victory, recognition, appreciation, praise, and leadership. You deserve praise and appreciation for all that you do. And if people outside of you aren't giving it to you, that's how you know self-centered douchebags, right? This is about you straightening your crown and going, you know what? I do deserve appreciation. I am a good person and I do this. And if you can't see that, then I need to keep all of this for me. So that means going inside of yourself, the Hermit. Introspection, reflection, self-awareness, solitude, spiritual advancement. When you take all of that energy, water signs, and you put it back into yourself, you get to know who you really are. You get to know where you're really going. You get to know where your energy best suits your soul. And that allows you into this Queen of Wands energy, and you become confident. And you become passionate, fun, multi-passionate, confident, takes charge, creative, energetic. I snuck in this evil eye on this card because, especially here for my water signs, there is this message here that you are protected from these self-centered douchebags that want to then go, well, look at you. Look at you thinking you're better. Look at you taking all... You are protected from all of that. It is necessary. Look up the spiritual meaning of the dragonfly. All right. So let's get a message from the universe. Oh, this one wants to come. I'm sending you signs. You've already had signs of the people that you need to walk away from. We keep getting this energy vampire type energy for my water signs. They're just being depleted. The universe is sending you the signs. The universe is telling you which way is out. And you need to trust it, and you need to know that you are protected. Again, look up dragonfly, but you are protected, my lovely water signs. All right, air signs. Air signs. What do we need to do, air signs? Woo, my, that's too many. You empower and inspire others with your unicorn ass. And you take a well-deserved break. We're doing 3. Okay, we got this one last week too. Like you learn how to fucking compromise, princess. I actually want to pull a different one since we already pulled that message last week. You finally see your potential. Hallelujah. All right, so it feels like my my air signs are definitely coming into like their recognition of you are inspiring to other people. Yes, you share. Yes, you think, you communicate a lot. And the way we best communicate, however, is through our actions. So air signs, and I can attest to this, and I know there are other signs that have been feeling this way too, but there's definitely been an energy for the last couple of weeks of like, I just can't share today. I just can't show up today. I need to rest. And one of the things that I keep getting is this metaphor from Spirit is like when you work out your muscles, we get these little tears in them. And if you keep working out every single day, your body never has time to repair those muscles. If you eat 24 hours a day, your body doesn't have time to repair your stomach and to work on healing the gut. And so they have to have rest times. That's why fasting is important. That's why rest days and exercise are important. And so for my air signs, you have to realize that one of the ways you inspire and empower people is by leading the way. And right now, that's by going, I can't lead you right now because I need time for me. Because I am being told not to push through this to prove that I can still be productive, or because I believe that being busy means I'm productive and important. But this is saying, look, you've done a good job. You've been inspiring people. You've been empowering people. Now take some time for you. And what that's going to do is it's going to let you see your potential. Because if you keep depleting yourself to a point of inactivity, of illness, of mental unwellness, how are you going to show up with your unicorn ass? So this really is a message for my air signs of like, believe me, taking a break gives permission to other people to take a break. It doesn't mean that you aren't important. It doesn't mean that you aren't significant. It doesn't mean that you aren't making a difference. You have so much potential when you are rested and well enough to go after it. All right, Earthside Divine. Here we go. Some details here. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Patience, right? Slowing down. We have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, 2 came out. The 8, it's strength, and Ace of Pentacles. So we have 2 Pentacles energy here, like the real world, getting things done in the real world. So the first card we have is the 7 of Pentacles. Plant the seeds. Guess what? When we plant seeds, we don't dig them up every single day to make sure that they're growing. We trust, we give them what they need. We put them in good soil, we get them sunlight, we get them water, we get them air. That's it. So this is also, you know, what is the quote or the little story that goes around saying like, if a piece of cabbage doesn't grow in your garden, you don't shame the cabbage, you change the environment, right? So this is also a sign for the air signs about like changing your environment. If you aren't growing, if you can't allow yourself to rest where you are, then something needs to change about where you are. And whether that's where you are in your mindset, where you are in your emotions, or where you are in your physical space, there is a message here of like, oh, there's 2 messages. For some of you, it's change the environment, get out, do something different, go somewhere else with different people. And there's another message of like, you can't just constantly pick up your seeds and go somewhere else. You can't keep running away from it. You will have to rest at some point. And it will likely come through an injury or illness to physically stop you. Okay? So be patient. Plant the seeds. And then we have the Knight of Cups. An offer of love, romance, sensitivity, follow your heart, warmth. Well, what is one of the things that plants need? They need the warmth of the sun. Sun is about joy. Sun is about alignment. Sun is about masculine energy when we're talking about the tarot. And so there is this energy of like, plant the seeds and then give yourself a break from being busy, not productive, busy all the time, overthinking all the time, oversharing all the time, and follow what brings you warmth, which brings you comfort, which brings you light and joy and excitement. Give yourself that time to follow your heart and not just follow kind of the breadcrumbs of where, what is it? Like the talk, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. Give yourself a break so you can just do you. Then we have strength. Mind over matter, victory, vitality, willpower, inner harmony. The lion is coming out of her heart chakra. Her strength doesn't come from being ferocious. It comes in being gentle and compassionate enough that she can use her mind, she can use her willpower to go after what will bring her inner peace. And right now for my air signs, they're really saying that's about taking a break. Not pushing so hard. And I know that's hard, but my goodness, if you're anything like me, you've been feeling it. You're like, no, if I push right now, nothing good's going to happen. And what that's going to do, getting into that compassionate feminine strength, not the brutal masculine strength, we get Ace of Pentacles. New idea, prosperity, material growth, gift, fertility, stability. The idea that you're waiting for, the big, abundant project, whatever it is that you're like getting ready to launch. Hello, look, I'm getting ready to launch these in a couple days. They need your calm, rested energy, not your frazzled, distracted energy. All right, so let's look for a message from the universe. Oh, okay, that one wants to come out. Wasn't that a lovely sign? I made sound. Follow your heart, no matter what. What did we get here? Follow your heart. I know that there are air signs that are going, but my heart is saying go, 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 go. Your heart is saying, get what you think this action, this project, this connection, this relationship, what you believe it's going to give you. The way to get that may not be through that avenue which you're chasing. It may be in taking a break and letting yourself get quiet enough to hear what your heart is actually asking for, and not the side effect of, I'll get it in a relationship, I'll get it in a project, I'll get it in a career, I'll get it in a money advance. What are you actually looking for and asking for? Follow your heart, no matter what. All right, earth signs are last this week. So for my earth signs, what do you need to do? What do you need to do, earth signs? You act spontaneously and stop being a boring twat. You heal your life because you're a fucking wizard. And you stop being a lying asshole and own up to your bullshit. So, with those energies, what are you lying to yourself about? What are you telling yourself that you need that you really don't? Why are you telling yourself to play it small? Or why are you telling yourself that you can only be this once you make it big? All of this planning, all of this structure, all of this rigidness, it's depleting you. And that's kind of the energy that we're getting for all signs this week as we are being depleted. We are losing our gumption. Is that the word? And so for earth signs, it's this message of like, stop putting all of your energy into the planning and start putting your energy into the doing. And do something that isn't on the calendar. Do something spontaneously. Do something because all of a sudden you have this idea and you go, okay. And don't go, well, I didn't plan for that and I really need to do. Close down the part of your mind that says you always need to have it figured out and that you always need to have a plan of attack and strategy. You don't. Don't be a boring twat. Do something that lights you up. And I know some of you are going, no, but I need that structure. You don't understand. We're earth signs. Great. Stop lying to yourself, okay? Earth sign is just a label. It's just a label. It's not who you are. There is something to come that will help you heal your life in getting out of the rigidity and getting out of this lie that you keep telling yourself. And I just feel like there's this, like, how many of you are telling yourself that you can't go after something because you ruined it? Or I'm sure the other person doesn't feel the same way, or that ship has sailed, or that would just take too long and I'm too old. Like, what are the excuses that you're throwing out there? Because what this is saying is that they're a lie. They're just excuses. You don't need to live in a box. How badly does that box need to be shaken up for you to realize that now is the time for you to heal by no longer telling yourself bullshit excuses? Sorry, Earth signs. Man, this is called the Quick and Dirty for a reason. So what are the details here? EARTHSIDE Divine Tarot. Going to Kickstarter May 1st. Link in bio. Or whatever this is down here. Comments. Description. All right. 2. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. And 9 of Wands. All right. So I'm going to show you guys the underlying because you're the last people I'm using this deck with. A 6 of Cups. Memories, nostalgia, innocence, children, playfulness, naivete. Okay? Something happened in the past that you are making excuses about so that you don't have to go back and face healing it or dealing with it or getting out of your box to go deal with it. This is also an energy of you need to play more. You need to be more spontaneous. You need to not be so hard on yourself. We talked about this last week. So when we get the 8 of Pentacles here, he is dedicated to his craft, craftsmanship, dedication, talent, concentration, hard work, and ambition. But with this as the underlying energy, this is telling me that you need to dedicate yourself to lightening up. You need to work on opening your heart and seeing that you are still the innocent child that you were when you were born, and nothing will ever change that. Yes, you may not be amazed at the actions you have taken in your life, and you might not love them, and you might think that you have ruined something, but the only thing you are ruining is this moment by not going after what you want because it doesn't fit in the box that you have only shoved yourself into. You have dedicated yourself so hard to this belief that I have to work hard to get everything I want that you have forgotten that there are miracles all around. And all you have to do is ask for them and then get out of your own way. A breakthrough is coming. Ace of Swords, breakthrough, new beginning, vision, focus, truth, not the lies, not the excuses, a fresh perspective. It is time for your breakthrough. The breakthrough, the barrier that you have put around yourself because you have experienced hardship and wounds. We all have. We all have earth signs. So this is life lessons, adversity, wounds, fatigue, restrictions, persistence, adversity. I know I already said a couple of those words. You are going to get a breakthrough around these things. If you can dedicate yourself not to staying busy, not to the grind, not to make money, but to lighten up and to tap into your heart. And underneath that is 7 of Cups. To make a decision, to realize what is fantasy and what is reality. What do you want your reality to be? Because if you want it to be more like that fantasy land that you keep living in, you have to do something about it and not make excuses about why it's not yours. Life didn't get in the way. The decisions that you made about life got in the way, and it doesn't have to be like that anymore. Be spontaneous. Heal your life. You are a wizard. And tap into your heart. All right, my loves. So that is the quick and dirty. I am going to do an extended reading on these. I don't know when. Possibly tomorrow. We'll see. But I just wanted to let you know that there will be an extended reading. So subscribe so you get notified of that. Turn on notifications so you get notified by that. I hope these resonate. If they do, like, comment, talk to me about it. Come tell me on Instagram at Channeling the Sireness, or tell me here. I love you. I do. That's why I tell you this without the bullshit.